my bio would say, when I get that feeling.
Oh. So everybody knew what you're into.
Marvin Gaye.
Right.
Hey, welcome to the Love, Hate, Laugh show. Okay, who's
for the
real quick?
Patreon.
Love, hate.
No.
Hate, love.
No.
Love.
Love.
You said it the same.
He knows what he's doing.
All right.
No, he's
Shall
just
we
torturing us.
start?
We shall.
Yes.
All right. Shall we do the clap?
I got there first. I win.
You won. Hey, welcome to the Love, Hate, Laugh show. I'm Paul Heinrich.
I'm Bjorn RG.
I'm Eliza Butler.
And thanks for joining us. In this show, I am going to show some slides with a mystery theme that Eliza and Bjorn are tasked to guess. And you get to play along while we're watching. You're watching too. And then
We'll be watching.
We're
with you.
watching.
We're watching. You watch
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
This is
Over-
we're
interactive.
private eyes.
And then you guys have
Watching
something
you.
for me.
We do.
Yes. We have a secret word that Bjorn and I are going to use, and
Yeah.
Paul has to guess what the secret word is.
Secret word.
Yeah.
And it's not Hall & Oates.
Oh, I wish it were. I don't think did
Is
they
it
really-
Hall & Oates?
It's the theme Hall & Oates because I hope it is.
Yeah. Oh my God. Would that not be wild? Paul's like,
I am
no.
so embarrassed right
50,
now.
51 seconds in.
The first slide is Maneater.
That used to be my on Tinder you can say like your song.
Yeah.
Mine was Maneater.
Oh, mine was I'm gonna admit something. This
Yeah.
was back in the gay.com ages, and if I was
I don't even know about that website.
oh my god, it was like
Liar.
AOL.
That was the first website you
First website I
ever looked at.
And if it was,
What's a website? What does this do?
No, I bet it's gay.
but on gay.com after and the
They had like personals.
the wee hours of the day, you could put a little bio. And my
kinda sweet.
my bio, because you couldn't play music. This was pre MySpace, by the
Right.
way. My bio would say, "When I get that feeling."
Oh. So everybody knew what you're into.
Marvin Gaye
Right. And
for
now
MarvinGaye.com.
Yeah, MarvinGaye.com. That you just misunderstood. You're like, oh, I thought this was a Marvin Gaye fan
This is
website.
right.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
you just
What are
post
you
your
guys
favorite
doing?
Marvin Gaye.
now, and isn't it like,
Can host Marvin Gaye when he comes to town.
and now Grinder is just like whole pics. Like,
Yeah,
we've
I
come
know.
so
We've
far.
come from cute little songs to just there's my hole.
We're just
Yeah.
yeah. Cutting
And
the
Late
middleman
stage
out.
capitalism.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, get there quick. We don't have time.
Well,
AI book summary of
AI whole summary.
whole summary. Can I just get a summary of this?
I would suggest number 4 and number 7. Preliminary scanning
Yeah,
says
ChatGPT knows
avoid
your-
10 and 12.
Yeah, ChatGPT knows your preferences.
Your preferences.
Like, these are like other holes that you've liked before. I'm gonna get canceled.
It's like Spotify.
Yeah.
Just keep serving me up the same one.
I need variety in my whole list.
Get out of here, Carl.
Get out of here.
It's always
Oh,
Carl.
boy. Oh, Carl.
He just put so many up.
Yeah.
He was so happy.
Enough
So
with the pics,
desperate.
Carl.
We've all seen it.
You're answering a question nobody's asking.
Come on, Carl.
well,
Giving
you know,
desperate.
good for Carl. Good
Yeah,
for
you
Carl.
know what? He found, because Carl, I think, is an older gentleman name, right?
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
finally gets to live his truth. And
Tidy
we love
Whitey
that.
Haynes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That's
With the elastic coming off.
yes.
Slightly.
That's Carl. Good old Carl.
Carl.
Well, I think I love Carl.
Yeah.
Speaking of love,
His BVDs. Do you remember?
Oh my God, yes.
oh BVDs.
Does that brand even still exist?
No, you should know.
I'm very familiar with underwear. I'm going to pretend like I do. I'm
BVDs.
pretty sure it doesn't
I haven't
exist.
heard of it anymore.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
this like a Mandela effect? Like if you know
Did
about
it ever
BVDs?
exist?
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
You're from the
knows?
BVD timeline.
All right, but let's get to what Paul's trying
Yeah.
to say.
Yes.
So
Enough about Carl.
so Bjorn,
yeah.
what have you loved lately?
Oh my God! Thank you so much for asking. I think you guys both know what I'm about to say. Salvatore. No, I've been obsessed with this Salvatore Ganucci
Oh.
album, and I made you listen to it with us.
Yes.
It is like this house, like every song on his album is a banger. It's just like it doesn't like the other night. I just randomly came upon it because the way that I found it was I was listening to Bronski Beats, which I love. But then I was like, I was like looking at the artists that became that. And then I was like, oh, he's featured on a new album. And I went to it and I started listening to it like while I was sitting there. Paul was doing something else. And like, he's like, oh my God, this song is really good. And then, so we finished the first song and then the next song starts playing. We're like, this song's really good. We're like dancing to it.
Yeah.
And it was just like, Paul's like, I'm exhausted. And I was just downstairs in the kitchen listening front to back to this entire album. And then I sat down at my MPC and like started making a house track because I was so vibed. I may have had an edible.
Okay.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
That's important context.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take away from the fact that this album is incredible.
Yeah, I was enjoying it, what I heard. But if for someone to listen to a house album front to
I think
back,
he's from Bosnia.
even better. Well, that's pretty cool.
His whole story is he was like a DJ and then he made this album. And my theory is he's a pretty somewhat famous DJ in Europe.
What's his name again?
Salvatore Ganucci.
Okay, for you all listening, look it up.
Yeah, we'll put it in the show notes.
Look it up.
Look up
Listen.
what the name of the album is again. It is Culturally Appropriate.
Nice.
Is the name of the album.
He's the most famous Salvatore in Bosnia, for sure.
Salvatore. Is it Ganacci or Ganucci? I'm second guessing it. Ganacci. But
2 C's.
all of his music videos, they look like they're all like awkward Napoleon Dynamite style.
Nice.
To like just like
which
thumping
is like
house music.
retro
just like,
now.
And it's so good.
Yeah.
Every single song on that album just is so incredible, and I just keep listening to it. It puts me in a great mood. Highly recommend. Love.
Yeah, we'll put it in the show
Funnies,
notes.
but-
We'll
for
put it
you.
in the show notes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, Eliza.
Yeah.
What have you hated lately?
I'll tell you what I hate.
Oh boy, here we go.
I hate a toothache.
Oh.
I've had a toothache. The thing about a toothache,
Just
Is that-
directly into it.
directly into it. The thing about a toothache is that it puts you into an eternal present, right? I've always had
it's
this
like
toothache.
a thong. It's like
Yeah.
wearing a thong.
Yeah, yeah, I've always had this toothache. I will always have this toothache. There will never be a time in my life when I'm not tortured by this toothache. And I'm also angry because it is like, I had like a 3-week wait for dental urgent care through my healthcare provider. So I've just been complaining to everybody about like it just, and I don't, you guys know, I have very strong feelings about the fact that teeth are considered luxury bones. Why is it a whole separate thing? Your teeth are important.
Yeah.
And I'm really angry and I can't sleep. And I hate it.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah,
I have been there
you
a
have.
few times in my life.
Recently.
Yes.
And
I
Paul
know.
was there recently.
You guys are like shepherding me.
Yeah.
You're my tooth daddies.
We crawled so you could run.
Yeah.
I've never
We're your
run
tooth
anywhere.
fairies.
Yeah,
We're your tooth
tooth
fairy.
fairies. Exactly. No, I've never run anywhere in my life. I will, as angry and as much as I hate the toothache, I will be strolling into the dentist. I will not be running.
Ugh,
I'm not a runner. Not a
Dentist.
track star.
they're just not fun.
Yeah, and it's just like, and every time you go in, they're like, well, if you hadn't done this, and I'm
You're
like,
like,
well, yeah,
You know what?
but here I am now. So
We're
No.
here now.
exactly,
I don't need to be reminded about
right. Just
whatever
please
the things.
do whatever you need to do to make the pain stop.
Yeah. The only time
Say, yeah.
my best experience was at a dentist office was
Oh no,
was a time I did get to play around with the height of the chair.
right.
I'll leave the rest to the imagination.
Yeah, you felt a sense of control.
You got to choose the height of the chair.
Yes.
Yeah, it is
For
a very
your drilling.
vulnerable. It's like so vulnerable. They're just like in your face. It feels more vulnerable than like a pap smear actually,
Oh.
because their face is in your face.
Oh yeah. Wait. Okay. Quick question for you.
Yeah,
Are you eyes closed or eyes open while you're getting teeth work?
closed.
Closed.
Just like kissing, eyes open.
No, actually, the best dental work I've ever had is one time. You pay extra for the gas.
Mm-hmm.
If you can pay extra for the gas, pay extra for the gas. It's like $40.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to
Oh,
Sigur
I
Rós.
thought gas was stood for something, but I never
No,
mind.
just nitrous oxide.
Oh, okay.
And I listened to Sigur Rós. and I ascended to another planet. And I did not care what they were doing with my mouth. My eyes were closed. I could have been on another planet, and that was the best experience. But I don't think Kaiser lets you have the gas.
There's a lot of time that gas would have helped me in my 20s.
You did fine.
Into gas. I'm not into inhalants.
No?
Inhalants.
Inhalants.
That's because you've never had good dentist
you need
grade
that good.
nitrous.
You need that good.
I'm not talking about doing a whippet before I walked in.
Could you imagine? What if they handed you a napkin? They're like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah, just ether it. I'll take the ether. At this point, I would take an ether. The problem is I talk for a living, and then I get off work, and then I come and talk more, either into microphones
The
somewhere.
dentist hands you poppers.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're like,
Loosen
no,
you up.
It's video head cleaner.
Yes, sorry, video head cleaner.
No,
Oh,
I would
man.
take ether at this point. I'm sick of it.
Well, I think, dentist, boo.
Yeah.
Well,
Boo. But thanks for being there.
you know what?
Thanks for being there.
Because I also went to the dentist recently, and I had this like weird experience where it was the first time I'd never realized how experienced all the, not the main dentist person, but the other person, that
The
like,
hygienist?
does the hygienist.
Yeah.
I feel like it was her first day. She
Oh.
was so timid with like the floss and just like, oops, sorry. And I was just like,
Was she
just
British?
get in there. I was like, what are you doing? No, she wasn't.
Because they
British.
don't have
Yeah.
But it was
as
just
much
like,
experience.
I'm used
Never trust
I'm
a
just-
British dentist.
I'm used to them just like pop, like the fastest floss you've ever. You're like, oh, I'm definitely doing it wrong. But she was just like,
oh my God.
and it was just like, this is so much worse.
The fast floss is so terrible too, because then you're just like shooting blood out of your mouth.
Yeah. And you're like,
It
ooh.
looks like like in a movie when they have a gunshot.
Oh,
it's
yeah, yeah.
it's hitting their
a pack-
face shield.
Yeah, exactly. They loved COVID. They're like, we're doubling up on the shields.
It's like Evil Dead all up in
Yeah,
that dentist.
exactly. You like see blood on the ceiling when you're tipped
The
back.
light bulbs are just dripping blood at the end.
I just picture the hygienist like turns. They're like, do you want the suction? Their eyes change.
You know what though? If they'd given me ether, I'd be like, do what you want to do.
Yeah, that's
Whatever you
fine.
want, baby.
Well, I think the time has come
Yeah.
I want to see Evil Dead
for the challenge part of
dentistry.
this. Are you guys ready to check out some slides?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
All right, we're
Always.
gonna try to guess the theme while we're going at it, but love it or
We're not going at
or
it.
going yeah.
Direct me to it, Daddy.
Yeah, I am not accepting that invitation, Paulette.
All right, love it or hate it, and
Yeah.
play along for you all listening or watching as you hear these the slides and what they are. You might guess it before we do. So
Yeah, if you do, leave a timestamp so
Yeah.
we can feel dumb.
time.
That's why we do this.
I mean, I also
Timestamp.
realized that like I put all of them in the description and in the top, and it might be easier when you have the list out of
yeah.
context.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah. Well, we're
Maybe.
learning, we're changing,
learning.
we're growing.
Yes.
Tell us if you are watching this.
We're
and
only
guessing.
we're only human
After all,
after all.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, if you think it would be better without the list of the items in the title, tell us in the comments.
yeah.
yeah. All right.
All
Let's
right.
get
Here we
to
go.
it.
I just want comments.
All
to be
right.
honest.
First slide. Snakes on a plane.
Ooh.
We're starting out hot. All right. For those of you who don't know, Snakes on a Plane is a 2006 American action thriller film starring Samuel L. Jackson as an FBI agent escorting a key witness on a flight from Hawaii to Los Angeles, only to find the plane has been filled with hundreds of venomous snakes by those trying to prevent the witness from testifying against a mob boss, leading to chaos and desperate attempts by the passengers and crew to survive the slithery onslaught. Snakes on a Plane. Eliza, let's start with you. Do you love or hate Snakes on a Plane?
Okay. As a movie, love it, obviously. Like, it's so campy. It's so silly. I do feel angry that it's almost 20 years old. That makes me
Oh my god.
furious. But yeah, like,
Yeah.
I don't like snakes. As I've said before on this podcast, snakes as a genre of creature don't have enough legs for me. It's 0 is not enough. I don't like how unpredictable they are. I did grow up in rattlesnake country, so that's probably coloring my views. But like, yeah, obviously, like it was like the first time I think, at least in that era, where they just did something so campy and silly, but like took it kind of serious. Like, so yeah, we love it. I love it.
Nice.
I love it. I love it.
Ooh.
I watched it recently, actually. It's such a great movie. It's so ridiculous. And I remember like seeing the trailer and I was so excited. It was the first movie that was like definitely one of those movies where they just did all the things the horrible fever dream things.
Yeah.
Like,
do we know
all
who
of the
directed
deaths.
it?
Yeah, who's the director?
Does it say?
I don't know.
It
Whatever.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think it was like a first time director. It's basically the quality of like a direct to DVD movie. Anyways, it's so funny because it's like, okay, I have to call out one part because I watched it recently.
Yeah.
And this is the funniest part in the whole movie. There's a part where there's like a snake and then they throw it in a microwave.
Oh.
Close it, and there is a snake button on the microwave.
That's amazing.
And he pushes the snake button and it goes around and then it explodes.
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
it's like steak, popcorn, snake. And he
That's
pushes
so
the
funny.
snake button. Also, it's got a Keenan from not Ivory
From-
Wayans, Keenan from SNL.
SNL.
I can't
Oh.
think of
Who's
his
been
last
on
name.
SNL for like 30 years.
Yeah, it's like early and it was before he was like on SNL, I feel like.
No, he's
Really?
been on there. No,
I
he
don't
hasn't been
know.
30 years, but like it was like late 90s, very early
Anyway.
2000s.
That's
That's cool. I didn't know he was in it.
It just has all these great deaths. There's like someone goes to take a pee and it comes out of the toilet and just like bites their wiener.
Oh yeah.
Which we
Like-
talked about last episode.
Did we?
Yeah.
Or
we
the
talked
episode
about
before.
Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
snakes come out of the toilet. They come out of they do all of the things.
Yeah, like the
that-
human
all the
primal
fears.
fear of snakes.
All of the
Yeah.
weird like why do we all have this like thought?
because of not enough legs.
It's
We're
the
like,
legs.
There's
they
like
could
something
be
in the
coiled
ancient-
up in there.
Yeah, the ancient human brain that's like, don't trust them.
I remember as a kid there was like a book, like a children's book, and it had a snake in a toilet, and I was like, I want to read that book.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna go to the
I've seen-
toilet.
I've seen enough, and I'm never using the bathroom, the public restroom ever again.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's very
I'm
reasonable.
sticking to urinals.
I wonder if there's anyone who's been affected by snakes on a plane that way, like children who watched it at the wrong time. They're like, no planes,
They
no
watched it like
bathrooms,
a-
They watched it
No
on their
microwaves.
first plane flight.
Yeah, on there. Yeah. Movies.
no microwaves.
Yeah, what the worst movie I ever saw on a plane was I saw The Perfect Storm, and I legitimately got sick. It's the only time I've ever thrown up on a plane. It's like the stupid, and it was like
What's
when they
that
played
movie?
it. They played it. It has like Ben Affleck, and it's like a boat that is like in this horrible once in a lifetime. Two
Oh.
hurricanes run into each other, and there's like a fishing boat in the middle, and they
Yeah.
just like I forget. I feel like they all die.
Isn't that funny? Like that was a
It's a
horrible
big
like
movie.
once in a as we've established. I haven't seen anything.
I know,
but
and I see
like,
everything.
we consider it like a once in a lifetime, a once in a generation experience for two hurricanes to run into each
Yeah,
other.
and
But
then-
I feel like that's just gonna happen this
Yeah,
year.
I feel like it's already.
I feel like
So it's like
hurricane season, baby.
like yeah, there's like movies in the 90s where like, what if a hurricane hit Florida? And you're like,
Yeah.
like
What if it did it 5 times?
yeah, it's like, what if a volcano erupted in L.A.? And the next one's like, what if a hurricane hit
Yeah.
Alaska?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't like a few months ago. They're like, an asteroid is coming, and everyone was like, thank God.
Yeah, we're like,
Right? In the 90s, there were like multiple movies about how to avoid it. And now we're like, please make it go faster. Can we put a big magnet up there?
yeah, can we get it? Oh, it's gonna miss us.
No.
Like, everyone get their Nikes.
That
was
was a comment.
My bad.
But you know what? It's still, out there.
Paul, what do you think? What are
Yeah.
your thoughts on Snake on the Plane?
I hate it.
No.
Never trust something that smells with its tongue. Snakes smell with their tongue.
Do dogs?
No, they have a nose.
That's true.
No, I've never actually seen it, and I'm sure it's a fun romp. But no, I don't.
Oh yeah, you didn't watch it. With
Yeah,
us.
I
That
don't.
was such a fun line, by the way, about smelling with their tongue. But we both just went into like ADHD big brain mode. We were like, really? Is that a new fact?
I know about it, but
That
I
deserved a. You better be laughing at home. That
Yeah.
deserved a better.
It did deserve it better. I just wanted to point that out.
Thank
but we
you.
just went into big brain mode of like, what else can you do with a tongue?
Somebody's cooking.
I haven't done Molly. In a
Somebody's
while.
baking cookies.
I was about to do a gesture that would definitely get this video in trouble. So
Paul,
I'm
do
not
you have
gonna
any
do that.
guesses at the word? We've used it several times.
No,
Okay.
but I think they should come out with a Portland version of this
Yeah.
and call it Possums on the Porch.
Oh my
On
God.
the porch.
I would want to be in that.
So if anybody's doing casting for that,
It was
please
the
hit
best
up
day of my
Eliza.
life when I found a possum on my porch. And I got so
Dogs on
excited.
a deck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
possums on a porch, dogs on a deck.
Those are like cute though. It's got to be like what's
Yeah.
a deadly thing? What we don't really have like deadly.
Not
There's,
something
like,
we're going to make a
hobo
joke about.
spiders,
Yeah.
animals,
Nothing that I feel good about making a joke about.
Yeah.
ants on a log.
We have coyotes in the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
Coyotes in
on a
the
kayak.
coyotes
Kayak.
on the kayak.
Yeah.
How did they put 200 coyotes in my kayak? It's like a circus
Yeah.
kayak.
Sam Jackson has to escort a witness back to Hawaii on a kayak. There's little does he know that it's filled with coyotes.
They learned how to row.
It's coming out of the toilet.
That's the movie.
You
That's
open
the
it, it's
movie. I have one word I think it might be,
What?
but fever.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
No,
It's a good guess, though.
Dang it. Okay, well, do you
Wait.
have any? I know this is the first slide, but you might get it. Any guesses?
Animal
Ooh.
movies.
Venomous animals.
The next one's like arachnophobia.
Oh.
That'd be a fun.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay.
Now we're just like every word.
Hawaii. There just go. Snakes. American.
My bus.
All right, next slide.
All right.
Things on slides.
Let's see if we can get a little bit
I was
close.
on a plane. Wait.
Shoots and snakes and ladders.
Shoots and snakes.
Oh, that would be fun. I should have gone that route, but I didn't. So let's keep going.
Okay.
Tie-dye. So tie-dye is a resist dyeing technique where fabric is folded, twisted, pleated, crumpled, twerked,
Twist it, bop it.
dip it, pop it, twerk it, stop it, or otherwise manipulated and bound with string or rubber bands before dye is applied, preventing the dye from penetrating the bound areas. This process creates unique and often colorful patterns on the fabric once the bindings are removed. While various forms of tie-dye have been practiced globally for centuries, it gained significant popularity in the Western world during the 1960s counterculture movement, and it remains a popular method for creating vibrant and individualistic designs on clothing and other textile. So tie-dye. Let's start with Bjorn. What are your thoughts of tie-dye?
Okay. I've never been a big fan of it. Like, for wearing. But I love making it. It's so fun. It's so much fun. I used to I worked at a camp, like a summer camp.
Oh, right.
And I did tie dye and I did bleach tie dye. And I got really good at it. It was so fun, and it was always so fascinating to me how like you just kind of put it randomly and it just looks like this big ball bundled up, and you put rubber bands on it, and then like you just like put the dye on there, and then you open it up and it's like this really cool thing. It always like, I don't know, like for my brain, I loved it. But for like I've never liked how I look in a tie-dye shirt. I don't know what it is.
Do you watch the tie-dye videos? There's like ASMR tie-dye videos.
Oh God, that does sound amazing, incredible.
Yeah.
I don't, but I'm going to now.
Where they do it all with the folding up and stuff.
I should do tie-dye again. But see, here's the thing.
What do you
I
do with
spent the
it?
summer tie-dye. I loved helping kids do their tie-dye because they
Yeah.
were stoked. But like, I know.
Yeah.
The bleach art's really fun too. Have you ever done the bleach style?
Not on purpose.
Well,
I
so
just
you
got
do-
bleach on my clothes.
Just say
You
it's on
do-
purpose next time.
It's always
Yeah.
it's all about doing like, it's like less is more because it always bleeds. So you just do like a little bit, and I would have like spray bottles, and like we'd do the tie-dye things, or you could take like a paintbrush and you could like paint things, and then it like bleeds. And what's cool about it, last thing, and then we'll go on to you because this is not funny, but it's just interesting to me.
You're just excited, and that's
And I'm
nice.
very excited about it.
Yeah.
When you do black, whatever, so black is all the colors, but there's always a base color, and it's not always the same. So sometimes it's going to be orange.
Oh, when you bleach?
Yeah, when you do the bleach.
Oh, right,
So
right.
Sometimes it could be blue. Like it's just a super dark
I've only ever
blue.
seen orange, I think.
It's like it's all the colors, but I'm pretty sure when you bleach it, it kind of hits it to the original color.
Oh, interesting.
That
Like the dye started with.
yeah,
Interesting.
I might have that wrong. But
I mean,
you
it
know
sounds
what?
good.
You know what? ChatGPT said. No, I didn't.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you, Eliza?
I hate it.
It's unclear.
I
I
do.
guess I'm on the hate.
Yeah. So, but I would
you're
like
on
to
the
say, folded, twisted, pleated, crumpled, or otherwise manipulated and bound with string or rubber sounds like the romance novels I read. So I just wanted to. I was
You
like,
just want to be tie-dye.
right? Yeah, exactly. Without the dye. I don't like the way it looks, and I hear you. I like. Sometimes I will catch myself watching those tie-dye videos, but it seems like a lot of effort for something that I would like not ever wear. I just don't like the vibe. But yeah, great for kids, like a project for kids. Like I think that's fantastic. But like I do not spend any time with children, so please keep it away. And it's a mess, and it gets on your hands.
Oh, so fun.
No, I
Love
hate
it. You have to use that soap that has like it's like gritty.
Yeah, lava
Yeah.
soap
Yeah, that
in the orange.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It just has. Yeah, love it.
yeah. So I hate it. What about you, Paul?
I'm gonna say I love it because I think it looks cool. It's not my style at all because I'm a '90s kid and we had our own version of tie dye. Thank you very much.
What was that?
It was called
Don't.
Hypercolor, and that was far superior to tie dye.
Now see,
So-
you know how I feel about that. I told you directly how I feel about Hypercolor.
You, that's right. You have a story.
Yeah. Well, the story is, as a girl, you put it on, and immediately the only thing that changes in Hypercolor.
Oh, okay.
Is-
I had to look up what it was. Sorry, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
it's like
it
mood
was-
rings but t-shirts.
Yeah, it was like
t-shirt
it was
mood ring.
before your time. You beg your mom for a long time to go to the one fancy department store in your small town, and you pay like $30 for this shirt, and immediately you put it on. And mine was orange and purple. No, wait, orange and red maybe. My sister had purple and white, so
Let's
that's a whole other
explain
story.
what Hypercolor
So Hypercolor is it was like these temperature sensitive dyes. So you put it on, and if you go out in the sun or whatever, your shirt would change colors. And it would be like a unique, it's like tie-dye kind of, except unique to the moment, which like when I say it that way, it sounds cool. In reality, as a girl, immediately the only thing that changed color was your pits and under your boobs. You can't walk around 8th grade
with highlighter shirt on.
with a highlighter shirt on, so everyone knows you got sweaty pits and big titties. Like you it's
like-
humiliating.
Looks like a child colored you with a crayon.
Yeah, exactly. Humiliating, which you find out on the first day you wear it to school, and it's still a warm day
And
in
you can't
southern
just leave
New
it on the
Mexico.
bus like a coat.
No, it was my shirt, and I didn't have a jacket because I lived in New Mexico and I didn't need one. And then once you have it, you can't dry it. It has to air dry because if you dry it, you lock the stupid dye.
Well, for you should have.
Yeah, well, but then it just would have been an orange shirt.
Yeah.
Which that's not. I mean, I understand that you're wearing orange, and I appreciate that about you, but 14-year-old me not into it. So yeah, I feel like those traumas are tied together. Thank you. I hate Hypercolor too.
Hypercolor. Better not even put it on the slide.
I just remember going up to all my friends and be like, "Breathe on me. It changes."
Did it with breath?
Yeah, with breath.
Where did you live when this happened?
Texas.
Oh my God.
So we would be breathing on
Your
each
friends
other.
must have had some stank breath if they had hot breath enough to change their Hypercolor.
Yeah, no. But yeah, so
No, you
I
just want them
did
to
I say I
blow you.
love that?
Yeah, you said
Yeah,
you
I do. I love that, but I love Hypercolor. So, all right, lines have been drawn.
All right.
Do we have any guesses?
Okay. Snakes on a plane, tie-dye. Things that were popular. No.
I don't know. Do you have any guesses on the word? We both said it again.
Was it children?
No.
Nope.
You got to hit the button.
Oh.
Thank you.
Pleated. Twisted. I have no idea.
Bound.
I'm not getting any connections. 60s. I don't know.
Rubbery things, like a rubber snake. No, not 60s because snakes on a plane is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
All right,
All
next
right.
one.
We're
Next
moving
Move
slide.
on,
We're moving
baby.
on to American Idol. American Idol is a popular American reality television singing competition where aspiring singers audition before celebrity judges and the viewing public, progressing through rounds of performances and eliminations based on audience votes with the ultimate goal of being crowned the American Idol, and typically receiving a recording contract, having launched the careers of numerous successful music artists since its debut in 2002. Eliza.
I think Numerous is doing a lot of work there. Okay. At this juncture in time, I do hate it. Because, like, I can't believe it's still limping along. I can't believe American Idol is still limping along after all of this time.
I know.
I do think it has had a culture change. I remember when it first started, like, they had so many episodes that were just making fun of delusional people. And, like, that's not the vibe anymore. Now it's like, why are we making fun of that person?
Yeah.
Like, I know it's gone through changes. It still is happening. Like, there's one happening right now. But, like, I feel like Kelly Clarkson, obviously, like, she deserved to win. She's an outstanding singer. I love her. She can sing anything. So, like, they found a good person. But, like, who else?
Clay Aiken.
Well, you know what, though? He, like, I think he wrote a book or something. He was doing, like, the rounds earlier this year.
That's the only other person I can name that's from there.
And he didn't win.
He didn't?
No.
See, I don't even know. I never watched
And he,
it.
like, tried to be a politician, but it didn't work.
I mean, I love Paula Abdul, but...
Yeah, and who doesn't love Paula Abdul? She was, like...
Straight up.
That's my Christian namesake.
Yeah.
Saint Paula.
Yeah, she was hopped out of her mind on goofballs the whole time, and that was delightful.
Yeah, that was fun.
Like, that was fun to watch.
I've been rewatching Psych. Do you ever watch
yeah,
that show?
yeah,
Psych?
I did watch
It's
Psych.
incredible.
Yeah.
Jeff and I both big fans of it. I was a secret closeted fan. I never
Oh,
told
really?
anybody. And then we were like, what? And we watched, they had a singing competition episode and they go so hard at her. It's kind of brutal. Like the character that is supposed to be her is just like out of her mind.
Yeah.
It's a little inappropriate. Like it's like, okay, guy, like, whoa.
Yeah. But also that show is from like this time.
It's from 2002.
Exactly. So it's like, it was just a different vibe then. What do you think? What do you think, Paul?
Yeah, Paul, what about you?
Is it me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I love it.
Of course.
And I mean I love it. I love my memories of it because this was the early 2000s, and I remember watching every episode and voting.
Oh yeah,
I
I
voted. You had to call. You. It
was like an 800
Was
number.
it text or you had to call? It
you had
wasn't
to
even
call.
texting.
It was before texting.
And
it was like really
yeah, and
prevalent.
I voted.
Did they put you on hold or you just...
No,
No,
it
you
would
just
just like pick up and like register.
And I forgot if I paid money to vote.
No, we
was
didn't.
free.
It was like 800. Nobody would have.
Okay, it was free. But yeah, I voted, and I was just like, I was like, my vote's gonna be the one that pushes them through.
Yeah. See, that's another thing I hate, that it makes you believe that like your vote counts.
But,
you know.
No, I loved it, and I don't know. It was just it
directly
was kind of like it was
to
the
their
first
success.
really like big thing like this, right?
Yeah,
Because then
that's
it
true.
spawned So You Think You Can Dance and all these other shows, even like the celebrity dancing shows. Kind of this all came from American Idol. So
That's true.
early 2000s was
I liked
prime
America's Best Dance Crew. I did like that one.
Yeah.
I watched it a lot. That's where the Jabberwockies came from.
Yeah.
The guys with the masks.
Mm-hmm.
The dance crew. I don't know. They're in Las Vegas now.
Direct from reality TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where Vegas is now where all of these people go at the afterwards.
They have a residency.
Yeah, they get a residency. Okay, I hate it. I've never been a fan of any of these singing competition shows.
Wow.
They're so dumb. I like the other shows, but not this one. I don't know. I never got into it. I never voted. I never did. I maybe watched an episode. I don't know. We didn't really. I didn't really have TV at that time. We didn't really watch.
We're gonna watch the entire
Season.
show.
Yeah, starting tonight.
I mean, like I watched Last Comic Standing. That was a competition show.
I watched a little bit of that, but not much. It sucks because you can't get it anywhere.
I know.
It's dumb. Like it's so weird. We live in this time now where it's like we have access to so much, but then it's also like weirdly gate kept. Like certain things are just like in limbo, or like they don't want to pay the people now. And we're all losing for it.
Right. We're losing our important culture.
Yeah, it
Like
can
Last
just
Comic
be like
Standing in the
erased.
first 6 seasons of
That's
American
why
Idol.
I'm leaving all
Yes.
these episodes up on YouTube forever.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to be part of the historic record.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to be part of the historic problem. Directly contributing to it.
So we all have our votes in for
Yeah,
that.
our
Yeah.
votes are in.
And we didn't have to call our votes in. We just
No,
gave
we
that.
just
So that's
put 'em
nice.
right in.
So far we have Snakes on a Plane, Tie-Dye, American Idol. Do we have
I have no
any
idea.
I
guesses?
know. I'm.
Tie-dye. I've been trying to things that are very American.
Snakes, ties.
I mean, that kind of would work, but
Paul was mad. I will say, I think Paul was upset because we've been guessing them.
Yeah.
I know.
And he's like, I'm going to make this thing impossible.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah, it's
No,
great.
this
You
is
gotta.
awesome.
We're trying to keep our
This is
brains
great.
fresh.
How many more slides do we have?
This is
2?
number 3, so you have
Okay.
2 more.
2 more slides.
Snakes on a Plane, Tie-Dye, American Idol. Snakes on a Plane, Tie-Dye, American Idol. Did you have a bad dream with these things in it?
I was a snake judging
American
people
Idol.
singing.
Things that were underrated in their time, but now people have a weird appreciation of.
80s. No, I was
No.
going to say like 80s band because there's like Billy Idol.
Oh, Billy Idol,
There's White Snake.
White Snake.
Oh, that would have been good.
But I don't know how tie-dye would fit in there.
Yeah. Do you have any guesses for the word?
Is it limbo?
No.
No.
It's a good guess.
Is it culture?
No.
No.
Is it gatekeep?
No.
No.
Okay.
We didn't, we didn't say that many
I don't know.
We've said it on
trying.
every slide.
Yeah.
I'm trying. All right. Well, let's give it another shot. Maybe this is the slide that figures it out. But wait.
Oh, shit.
Speed
We
round.
got
Speed
speed round.
round.
All right. We've got
Round.
30 seconds to name
round.
as many
Oh.
American Idol contestants that we can.
Okay.
In 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Kelly Clarkson.
Clay Aiken.
Justin Guarini.
I'm out. I have no
Chris
more.
Daughtry.
I don't even know who these people are that you're saying.
Carrie Underwood.
Yeah. David Archuleta.
She's from
Yeah. Jennifer Hudson.
Uh-huh. Fantasia.
Garth
Fantasia.
Brooks.
No.
10 seconds.
There was one named Taylor.
Tomlinson.
That's
No.
a comedian.
She was on Last Comic Standing, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got
no.
none.
No.
I only knew someone that came in second
30 seconds.
somehow.
We got 7. We got 8.
Okay.
That's
Oh, yeah.
reasonable. 8
Yeah. Yeah.
out of 4,000 avid fans here.
Well,
I've
see-
never watched it. I actually forgot about Kelly Clarkson until you mentioned her.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I
well,
wouldn't have even known
But
that
that
one.
shows that they didn't
Yeah.
actually launch as many people as they want you to think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Katy Perry.
They launched her?
No, she was a
She's a judge.
judge.
Oh.
Yeah.
See?
Current
I don't
judge.
even know.
Current judge, I think.
Current.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
when she's not in space.
She's not gallivanting in space.
That's a whole other episode.
Yeah. I don't even want to.
All right. Well, we survived the speed round, and I thought 8 was pretty decent. So
Yeah, we're getting there.
we're getting there. Okay, next slide. Magic 8 Ball. Oh, I'm pissing them off today, everybody.
I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, what?
What? Oh, what is it? I'm happy to answer that. A Magic 8 Ball is a novelty toy used for fortune telling or seeking advice. It's typically a hollow plastic sphere, often resembling an oversized 8 ball from billiards. Inside, there's a cloudy liquid, usually a dark blue or black, and a floating 20-sided die, icosahedron, with 8 face printed with affirmative, negative, or non-committal answer to a yes or no question. To use, you ask a question, shake the ball, and then turn it over to reveal one of the answers on the small window on its side.
It's the original AI. 8-ball GPT.
You mean the original doctor back in the...
Yeah, doctor. Is it cancer?
Yeah.
Give me a direct answer. Come on.
Answer unclear. Try again later.
Magic 8 Ball. Bjorn, what are your thoughts?
I hate it. I hate it. So dumb. So dumb. Yeah, I don't know. I remember like being so excited and then just so disappointed in it. Like, this is all it is. I don't know. I think I saw it like on a cartoon. Like, someone was like making I think it was Rocko's Modern Life. There's like an episode where he has like a magic 8 ball and he asks it questions and like he becomes like a cajillionaire because he just is always talking to it and it always gives him the right answer, and then he's like in his mansion and it breaks and then he loses all his money or something. I don't know, but I really wanted one so I could become a millionaire.
Sure.
And it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And so you know what? Screw this.
It's like a lot of steps to win the lottery. Should I pick a 1?
Yeah, just each one.
Should I?
That's what it sounded like, right?
Something sounds like
I know. I'm starting to get a little concerned. Yeah.
Eliza, what are your thoughts?
I hate it because of user error that is actually reproduced in the instructions. You are not supposed to shake it because then it bubbles up the water. You're supposed to turn it gently, but what 8-year-old who has a magic 8 ball for their 8th birthday
Doesn't shake.
doesn't shake it, and then now it's all messed up and it's full of bubbles and
The famous
right.
Why?
the famous shaken 8 ball syndrome.
I bet there's an
Yeah.
app that's like the magic 8 ball app.
Oh,
Why
I'm
is
sure
it an
there
8
is.
ball? From pool, right?
Yeah, because it's cool and
Yeah.
that's like
That's the one you don't want to knock in.
yeah.
First.
I do remember having
Mystic.
like an 8 ball sticker on my stereo.
I
or
think
something.
Yeah, they were,
I
like,
think it's a
cool.
reference to something else.
What?
Think about it.
No, I don't get it.
No.
Oh,
Oh no.
It's definitely a drug reference.
Oh.
going skiing with your 8 ball.
Yeah, going boarding with the bros.
Cocaine.
Not
Got it.
cacao.
I wasn't an 8 ball guy.
Yeah, no.
I was more of a 9 ball.
Oh, wow. That's hardcore.
You know, you're a 10-pin guy.
I'm a 10 pin guy.
Everybody else is off in the corner doing coke, and you're just like, "Hey, look!
Hey, look at
I got a strike!"
you guys. Why is everyone so happy?
Why do we keep inviting him?
Why do we keep inviting Bjorn? Because he supports our business ideas. He helps make them a reality.
Yeah, and he doesn't even need any of this stuff.
He doesn't even need any
He
of this
just
stuff.
wakes up like that.
Yeah, I woke up like this.
What do you think, Paul?
My thought, I love it. I love it. Many a time I consulted the 8 ball in middle school when I thought, should I ask this girl to be my girlfriend?
I always said no.
And it was always like, no, or ask later, or Paul, you're gay.
Yeah.
You know, so
It's like, you're
Think
super
again.
gay.
you're super gay. Stop asking
Yeah.
me. No, I think I love it. They're kind of fun, and I don't know, they're silly.
They're campy.
They're
yeah.
campy. They're campy. But that concludes this slide. Do we have any other guesses? So recap. This is also the last slide. You can get a bonus.
Is it about drugs, you think?
No.
Because you need to take drugs to wear a tie-dye shirt.
That's true.
You need to take drugs to enjoy
And there's
snakes on a plane.
Or
Yeah.
if you take the right drug, there's
There
always
is-
snakes on the plane.
Yeah, there's always
Right.
snakes on the plane. Well, snakes on a plane, the plot of it is they give pheromones to the snakes, so that's why they go crazy.
Okay.
They like spray them with pheromone, and they
Like directly with pheromones?
they give
Or,
everyone
like,
those
in the air?
lays. This part doesn't make sense.
Were the people affected by the
Yeah, because they
pheromones?
put the pheromones on the lays that they give them as they're getting on the plane, but that's dumb because you get the lays
like
when
when
you're
you
getting
get off the plane. Even I know that.
I was like, what? I'm also like burning the reason I know all this stuff about it is because I literally watched it for an episode of my other podcast, and then that person
Nice
canceled on
plug.
us.
Nice
No, they
plug.
canceled on us, so I fully like wrote down a ton of notes for this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's redemption.
So we'll watch it eventually, but
Yeah.
again, but
Now you
Anyway.
already have your notes.
all right. So
Okay.
you need drugs to wear that that shirt.
No. What was
Doug's
the third
created
one?
it.
I already forgot the third one.
Okay, so we've got snakes on a plane, tie dye,
Yeah.
American Idol,
American Idol.
Magic 8 Ball.
Vegas.
Things
So
that
snakes
are
on a plane,
chance.
tie dye.
Oh, yeah. Things that are left to chance. Maybe the snake is going to get you. You don't know what your tie-dye is going to look
I
like.
don't know what your tie-dye is
Let
gonna
me
look like.
finish
You don't
building
know
my
who's
case.
gonna win
Okay.
American
Oh, wait,
Idol.
keep going.
Yeah.
This sounds right.
Let me build my case before you crush my
Yeah,
dreams.
stop crushing it.
Yeah, I was cooking.
Yeah. I also want us to like come up with like maybe a different connection that does work.
Yeah,
I'm really trying to
exactly.
make
That's the
connections.
game here.
I do feel like I'm playing that connections, and I'm like, I haven't even gotten a single row yet. I'm just like, I got that, like
Yeah.
on the thing.
Connections. New York
Yeah.
Times connections.
Yeah, but New York Times
I'm
connections.
making it clear for
But
our-
sometimes you're like, these are connected. Screw you.
No, they
These
have
are
like
absolutely
red
are
herrings.
connected.
Paula
You have
Abdul
to-
was definitely doing Magic 8 Balls when
Yeah.
she was on
Yeah,
American
was
Idol.
Paula Abdul in tie-dye and Snakes on a Plane while
She voiced
hopped
one of the
up on an
snakes.
8-ball?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, official guess?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it is.
I was cooking.
It is. Do
Sorry.
you have a guess on the word?
Is it millionaire?
No.
No,
Oh, damn it.
I don't even remember saying that.
I said it.
Okay. We both have to say it.
Is it opportunity?
No.
No.
Is it connections?
No.
No.
All right.
All right,
Well,
moving on.
all right,
Moving
moving on.
on.
Moving on. This is the last
Final
slide.
slide.
It's the final slide.
Ba-da-dum-ba.
Flower power.
Oh, hippie stuff.
Flower power.
Snake print?
Flower power was a slogan and a cultural phenomenon that emerged in the late 1960s and early 1970s as a symbol of passive resistance and a philosophy of nonviolence. Rooted in the anti-Vietnam War movement, the term was popularized by American beat poet Allen Ginsberg, who advocated for protesters to use masses of flowers
Is
as
a
a
beat, wait, is a beat poet just a white rapper? Sorry, keep going.
The movement was embraced by the hippie counterculture, whose members became known as flower children, often wearing flowers in their hair and on their clothing, and distributing them as a gesture of peace and love. While initially a tactic for war protests, flower power broadened to represent the core values of the hippie movement, including peace, love, unity, and a rejection of mainstream societal norms, though it later became somewhat commercialized and associated with psychedelic culture. So flower
More drug stuff.
power.
The drug stuff holds.
Yeah.
Eliza, what are your thoughts on flower power?
You know what? I love it. Like, their hearts were in the right place. They just didn't know what to do because of Vietnam. Also, the aesthetic is fun. I think the 70s are coming back in. Like, the flower, like, maybe not full flower power, but like that kind of mid-century modern moment has passed, and now we're back. We're into like 70s.
I'm loving the 70s stuff going on right
Yeah,
now.
so I think we're like in a resurgence of that. I mean, and like, who among us hasn't been tried to be part of like some kind of countercultural moment, and the next thing you know, capitalism like
Just
Capitalizes
co-ops
on
it,
it.
capitalizes on it, and then you're buying stickers at Spencer's Gifts that say flower power.
resist.
Yeah, so you know what, they were trying. Like, if we look back, we're like, oh, they're gonna, there's like that famous like putting the flower in the gun.
gun.
You know what I
In the
mean? But they were
Pepsi.
trying, like, that's they
Yeah,
knew-
like Pepsi.
yeah, it's like that was their version of direct action. Like they were trying what they knew.
Mom, can you take me to the mall? I need to get a resist sticker.
Yeah, we were at the mall yesterday.
I know, we
and there
loved
were
it.
children there who probably would buy a sticker like
Yeah,
that.
Absolutely.
The malls are having a moment again too.
Mm-hmm.
I also do feel like at the same time, like we were sort of talking about this earlier, I feel like you can't have a hobby anymore because like stuff's so expensive.
Yeah.
Like it's just like everyone is trying to make money, and so like anything you have any kind of idea, it's like, oh, how can we make this into money? Like
Right.
let's stop
Well, you sell
wasting our
stickers.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, yeah, I like the aesthetic a lot.
Use
I
your palette.
always hated it. I'm gonna say I always hate. I was not a fan. I think it's just
Yeah.
because it's sort of like that. I'm gonna say hate. I think it's just because it's like that classic resisting what your parents are into,
Sure.
and like my parents were kind of.
So you were the like Alex.
was the
P.
kid.
Alex P. Keaton of your family.
I don't know who that is.
You were the weed in the flower garden.
You were the Mike. It was Michael J. Fox's character on Family Ties.
Family Ties.
Yeah, and his parents were like 60s hippies, and he was like a young Republican because he was rebelling against his parents'
yeah.
free love, flower power ways.
That's interesting. I mean, I wasn't like rebelling against it. It's just like my aesthetic is just different. It's more like metal, like
Yeah.
90s. What was that called? Like hate? No, not hate.
New metal.
No, but where
Did
it's
it all
like
for the nookie.
no, but
yeah.
what was the thing where it's just like it's like everyone was angry or whatever, like in the 90s. All
Yeah,
the
and, like-
guys were upset.
Yeah, everybody's angry, and about what?
Yeah,
The
About
90s
what?
were great.
Everybody had a job.
Amazing. Like you could just
yeah.
go to.
Well, I mean,
college.
there was still like lots of bad stuff, but yeah, you could just go to college. They're like, go to college, do whatever you want, you'll
Yeah.
find a job. That was a lie.
It's just it was.
Republicans weren't batshit by then.
No,
Well, some
they
were,
were
but-
some. I mean,
I mean, a little bit.
I
but,
mean,
like,
we
not
might
now.
be dealing with what some of them did
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I look back and it's like grunge and slackers is like, oh, you have to work 20 hours a week. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, at
Like,
your job.
Yeah.
Oh, so I said hate. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I am warming up to these colors. I was never like into
Yeah.
this kind of yellow or like that.
The orangey. Yeah, but it's
green.
like better now.
I don't know. Yeah, I like, but I like. I'm warming up to it.
Yeah.
Also, like this bug. I looked up how much those cost. New at that time.
Yeah.
Do you know how much they were? Just guess.
3,000.
Well, I was gonna say 1,000.
No, it's
800.
between those two.
1,500.
1,800.
1,800.
New for a new car.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. A friend of mine had one in high school. She had like a refurbished one.
I could go pay cash like today, and
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. That's
No,
like just
you know
that's
how
all
much-
of my savings. But
That was like a semester of college.
like this is-
You could have a semester of college or a bug.
or like a whole car. Like,
Yeah.
that's nuts. $1,800.
You could buy. I saw on Facebook Marketplace today a car for $800, but it said it probably
Doesn't
might-
work.
It might run.
Yeah, parts only.
Yeah.
Go
Can't pass
to-
DEQ,
yeah.
but
It can't pass D.
so you still could
Go directly to Washington.
You can't even
or
get through
Idaho.
the DQ drive-through.
Yeah,
Do we have a DQ drive?
Oh, we do.
they do. You
Beavertron.
yeah, you got to go. None in Portland, but you got to go a little outside.
There's so few drive-throughs in Portland.
I know.
There was. This is a random thing. There was a house for sale, by the DQ drive-through, and like it had full windows with like I was looking at it in Street View. I was like, "Are you kidding me? This would be the most annoying place because." Every car that goes through the drive-thru would just be headlights straight into your whole
my God.
house. Like it shares the
also-
parking lot.
Yeah, not even
Near
a street.
instant access to ice cream.
I mean,
So
yeah,
Pros and cons.
Yeah.
You
Pros
gotta
and
weigh it
cons.
out.
you
You
don't
know?
need your own freezer for ice
There's a
cream.
buyer
You
for
just-
every house.
there is.
Yeah.
I just whenever I see a house that has like a car, some sort of road going straight into it, I'm like, nah.
Yeah. Or
Like,
even
you know those weird roads in Portland where they like turn a couple
Yeah.
times?
Or even like where my house is, like compared to the corner, because there's like a park across the street. Like, I will get. I mean, but it's not like terrible. But
I
I'll
still
get
feel like
headlights.
I'm always afraid that a car is going to go through that window too. Like a drunk driver.
The DQ house.
Yeah, someone's like,
Or
I'm
I'm
wasted.
like, not my
I
house.
need DQ. And they
Yeah.
go there. DQ definitely closed, but they're yelling at the DQ
Yeah.
like, give me my
And it's just like the AI person is like, we will help you tomorrow.
Yeah. Are
Please
you going to use the
return
app?
tomorrow. Yeah. Please enter your code from the app tomorrow.
We're not open, but so
What
is that the
happened
last
here?
slide? Do you have any guesses? I have no
Well, I
idea.
haven't given my answer yet.
Oh.
Yeah. We'll sit here and think.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
I love it. Because I automatically think of like Twiggy.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
And like that, like then it's just like, okay, then it also makes me think about Andy Warhol and all that. And then it like goes right into like disco. So it's kind of like the pre-disco era, which is really cool. And then like Austin Powers, like,
Sure.
like
yeah.
I just really love it. So Flower Power.
I do love those old posters
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're
that
really
are all
cool.
hand drawn.
Yeah. They're awesome.
For like bands.
Yes.
So
Like Woodstock era. Okay.
any
wait.
guesses? Should I say what they all are again? So we got Snakes on a Plane, Tie Dye, American Idol. And what was the last one? Oh, Magic 8 Ball
I feel like
And-
he's giving some hints.
I know.
and Flower Power.
I don't know. Die. It's plain.
Doesn't rhyme.
Die. Ball.
Yes, it's ball dye.
Is it ball dye?
Oh, ball dye. Yeah.
Are you getting
Flour.
gray and under?
Love it.
Flour ball dye.
Dye 'em, gentlemen.
Uh,
Things you can dip.
Balls.
Idol.
Yeah. You're right.
I don't know. Things. Cars can have power.
I really
V8.
absolutely
I have
no clue.
idea. I don't know.
No.
Do you have
None?
Do you have any guesses on the word?
Is it aesthetic?
No.
No.
I'm gonna rewatch this and hate myself for not knowing what it is.
Yeah,
because you
'cause
probably have said
yeah,
it.
we
a
will too.
lot.
So many times. I
We will
know.
too.
I have a feeling.
Okay, so
So
are
it's a
so
stalemate?
is this a stalemate?
Yeah.
Okay, so now
Direct question.
now I'm gonna make it really easy, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pull out specific words.
Right.
Oh.
Plain,
Right. Plain.
Yeah.
then
Die.
die, idle,
Idle. Yeah, I was
flower,
flower.
and
Things to make cookies.
an 8 ball. Flower, die, idle, plain, 8 ball.
I still
Any guesses?
No.
No.
Oh.
What is it? Just tell us.
The answer is homophone.
It wasn't connections.
What is a homophone? A phone that likes other phones? I never would have got this because I don't know this word.
Homophones are not fabulous cell phones.
They're not
No. Homophones
phones
are
into other phones.
homophones are words that sound like other words but mean separate things. So plain could be boring or a
Oh, like
plane.
a double entendre.
Idle could be not moving or idle.
Oh.
And a magic 8 ball, 8 could be the number 8 or I ate, and ball could be ball like as in a sphere or ball like we're
Yeah,
Balling.
I got it now.
yeah. So
Well, you know what?
Homophones.
I'm gonna, give it
Now
to
I don't feel
direct
bad.
call.
I don't feel bad now that you
No.
didn't get the word.
Yeah, but we are gonna tell you directly what it is.
direct.
Direct.
Oh my god. Oh my
So
god.
many times.
Right there.
So many.
Time.
I said it like 5 times in the last.
Yeah, I don't feel bad
Man.
anymore.
It's like direct question. Oh, this is a good. I learned a new word.
Yeah.
Homophone.
I never.
Yeah, but that absolutely would be like a purple. If you do the New York Times connections
Oh.
game, the purple one is the hardest, and it would be like titles of things that have homophones in them. It absolutely would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's fine. We deserved it.
Yeah, yeah, we did deserve it, and it made
Payback this time.
It
it's
made me
for
so
real.
mad I threw my paddle
love
and
it.
I knocked the camera or the clock over.
Who cares? We're at an hour.
Yeah.
Where did you get that word from?
Direct.
The
I
way
don't
we
know.
didn't drive directly here.
No, no,
drove
I
here.
thought about it earlier. I don't even remember.
Little
I
peek
wasn't-
behind the curtain. We drove here. We brought Paul's car and we brought Paul's keys, which means we didn't have the keys to the studio.
Yeah,
so we had to go home
Yeah.
and then back.
Homophone.
We had to-
We had to go homophone.
homophone home.
Oh yeah, phone a friend. Homophone a friend. The only person that we would have known that would have the keys to our house to get the keys would be you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
And
we
you
were.
were in the car, so
Right.
that wasn't helpful.
Yeah.
Well, if you all guessed it at home before homophone before we
all at
did,
home.
or caught the word before we did, call us out.
Yes, please.
Because
We
this
deserve
was
it.
we all.
That was a
sucked
really good
royally.
and difficult one, Paul. I
Yeah.
will give you that credit.
Thank you. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. I keep getting worse.
What a mean thing to say. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse.
You're not getting better, you're getting worse.
All right. Well, we do have
trying our best.
we do have a sponsor.
Oh, what's the
Yeah.
sponsor?
This summer, Samuel L. Jackson is back, and he's taking no prisoners in Coyotes in a Kayak.
Coyotes in a kayak.
Set in gritty St. John's, Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, they're going down the Willamette River.
Don't touch the water.
The bodies are stacking up. That is a joke for anyone who lives in Portland right now because they keep finding bodies.
It's really sad.
It's so sad, but it's
sad.
so wild.
Well, you're either getting better, or
You're either getting better,
you're either getting deader, or you're getting wetter.
better and wetter.
It's like anytime I go on a date.
Deader and wetter is like the best tagline for like an Evil Dead movie.
I love that.
Evil Dead 2, Deader and wetter
At the water park.
at the water park.
All right. Well, do you guys have anything you'd like to plug?
Just my Instagram, Bjorn RG Comedy.
I am Eliza Isn't Funny on all social media options.
And I'm Paul Nino Heinrich on all social media. Thanks for joining us. We hope you had fun. We certainly did. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this. If you enjoyed it, you probably have friends that'll enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
You homophobe.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, we believe that you have friends.
No
Yeah.
homophobe.
You might have friends. And if you do,
Yeah.
send it to one. Spread the love or spread the hate. Either way. That's been the Love, Hate, Laugh Show. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.